What's going on, everybody? David Elliott here, and this is going to be a live example of this CRM, LOI generator, underwriting calculator, you name it. This thing does everything from acquisitions to dispositions, and this is going to be a live example of me sending out 25 LOIs to multiple agents and multiple sellers at the exact same time. And so what I want to show you right here, right now, are 25 LOIs that were generated yesterday. I had taken breaks along the day, but today, right now, is December 26th on a Friday, about 5 p.m. And I generated about 25 LOIs within a 6-hour time period from yesterday. So I'm not really sure how many LOIs you are able to crank out to sellers or agents. But 25 LOIs is pretty hefty, especially when the deal types are either seller finance or hybrid acquisitions, because that requires a lot of math up front. And so I have about, maybe about 17, maybe 15 hybrid deal types, about seven or eight seller finance, and what's sub 2. And so when you're dealing with hybrid and seller finance deal types, that does require a lot of math. Like I was saying, you're going to have to come over here. You're going to have to structure out a monthly payment that would be reasonable to the seller on a hybrid or a seller finance. But the benefit with using a calculator such as this is that everything will be automated and attached to an LOI such as this in front of you. And being that it's all automated, all you will have to do is include the seller's or agent's name, their email address, the property address, and then with a click of a button, blast out those emails. And so yesterday, I did about 25 LOIs. What I want to do now is just show you visually them going out. I think that would be a good example. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to start at row 52, and then we're going to end at row 76. In order for me to make the macro that's working in the background to end at row 76, I'm simply going to have a space in between row 76 to row 78. This would be my break. So when I blast out the emails, you'll see 25 emails pop up. And the reason why it's going to be 25 is because on these 25 deal types, I'm going to have my partner be CC'd on the email as well. And the remaining emails here, I'm also going to send them out on this video as well. And so let's start off with row 52. And you'll see in a few seconds how this visually will appear. So I'm going to display the email before sending for you guys, but if I was not making a YouTube video, then I would just have this turned off to false, because I don't want to be stressing the CPU or the RAM of this computer. But for the sake of demonstration purposes, I am going to blast out emails visually. And so when this is all done, you'll see about 25 emails auto-populate. This is a really nice feature to have that's been included into this creative calculator, especially for those of you who are working a 9-to-5 job, who are working part-time, who simply just don't have that flexibility during the day or the afternoon. And you're one of those people who's, writing up an LOI and then sending out that email immediately. Well, with something like this, you don't have to stress about sending out that email right there at that moment in time. You can do the work up front, save your work on a PDF, and then when it's convenient to you, just send out the emails later. And so what the macro is doing here, it's pulling up the agent's email address or the seller's email address. It has my partner BCC'd. It's got the subject line with the property address. It's got the correct PDF. On this deal type here, I'm not quite sure what it is. It's it's probably a hybrid. So this is going to be a hybrid deal. And with it being a hybrid deal, I mean, the PDF is ready to go. The seller is going to see this. The agent's going to see this. The macro is attaching it for you. And we've got an automated body text. And so what we're going to do now is we're just going to click send. And we're going to go do this 24 more times because we've auto-generated 25 emails. So let's do that. I'm not really going to go through the body text or the PDFs as I'm already confident that everything's been automated the way that it should. Now, if I wasn't making a YouTube video, I would have the display feature off. That way it'll send the email automatically as well. So this is not something that you have to do, but for visual purposes, I am showing you that 25 emails have been generated and 25 emails are being sent. Okay, we've got one more email here. I am going to just open this one up as the last sake of example. This one was also a hybrid deal. So like I mentioned before, I had 25 LOIs that were written up yesterday, and I didn't want to send them out last night, so I'm going to send them out now. And so if you are in a situation where you simply don't have enough time throughout the day to send out these types of acquisitions to either an agent or a seller, this might be something that might work for you. You can do the work up front and then send out those emails later. Have the body text automated, have the PDF automated, just do the math up front. The math is going to be super simple with a system like this. So this is just a visual representation of Jericho being in use. So this is going to be my last email that's being sent. And we can see here Quinton, QCT Taylor. That was my row 52. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send out emails to rows 78 to 84. So I put in 78. I'm going to remove this BCC because I don't need somebody BCC'd on these properties here. And so from Martha to Annette, they're also going to get emails. So rows 78 to 84. And that's a blast email. Oh, I need to throw in a little marker here. Hey, one sec. Put in a place mark here. And now we can send out emails. There we go. So I believe that's 10. You can count with me. But we're simply going to send right now. You can see how easy this was. The math is generated. I'm not worried about it. It was saved work. And this is just a visual representation for you. And so in total, we have, let's see, let's do a countdown. We just sent 33 emails within a couple of seconds. So I hope this is a valuable demonstration of a system like this. Basically, what was done here is that the math was done up front. And so depending on the deal type, whether it's a subject to, seller finance, or a hybrid acquisition, the math was done up front. It was saved onto an automated template. And once the automated templates have been generated and saved to themselves, then all we have to do is at any point in time during the day, either morning, afternoon, evening, whenever, you can blast out those emails and it'll pull the property file, the LOI that was meant for that property address with the email. And so that's what you saw. So we saw about 33 emails go out within a couple seconds. So this concludes this video. Just want to show you a quick little visual here. Hope this was helpful to you. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
For your consideration, the Jericho.